we need to simplify these algebraic fractions. Now again, looking at them one by one, we'll have the multiplication first before we do the division, and then in order to get the multiplication done, we can either cancel right from the start above and below and across, or we can multiply the top part and the bottom parts with each other first and see what we can cancel later on. Now this is preferable if your numbers are not too big. So we'll get on the top, we'll get 2 times 4 is 8, and then a squared b to the power of 3, and below the line we'll get 3 times minus 8 is minus 24, and b to the power of 5, and then we can cancel by saying 8 goes into itself once and into 24 3 times, and 3 of those b's will cancel with 3 of them at the bottom, leaving b squared. So we'll have left at from the first two terms a squared on top and minus 3b squared at the bottom, then being divided by minus 16a to the power of 3 minus 12b to the power of 2. Now we know also when we divide by fractions, the divide changes into a multiply, and these two terms would just swap places. But we can also so long divide the minus by the minus to get it into a plus. So then we'll have a squared over minus 3b squared multiplied by 12b squared on top this time over 16a to the power of 3 at the bottom. And then we do the same thing, multiply on the top, multiply at the bottom, and we'll get 12a squared b squared over minus 48 a to the power of 3 b squared. And then we see that the b's will cancel completely. 12 goes into itself once and into 48 4 times, and 2 of those a's will cancel with 2 of them at the bottom, and all that will remain is minus 1 on top and 4a at the bottom. Then looking at that fraction, we know that the 2 in the exponent basically just means we've got the bracket twice, so it's a minus x and a minus x, and below the line we've got a minus x, and we may put that inside its own set of brackets, cancelling with the top part, and all that remains is a minus x. For this fraction we cannot do anything unless we factorize first. You need to be able to factorize before you can start cancelling, because there are pluses or minuses in this case above or below the line. So factorizing the top part is a difference of squares, so we write two brackets, plus and minus, and then just x and x, 3 and 3, and below the line that is a trinomial that can be factorized into two brackets. We've got the 18 there. Now the factors of 18 which will give us 3 if either added or subtracted will be 6 and 3, and we're looking for minus 3, so it's minus 6 plus 3, and then just the x and the x as well, and then we see those two brackets will cancel, and what remains is x minus 3 on top and x minus 6 at the bottom.